Welcome back to our channel. In today's video we'll be looking back at some of the most dangerous mob bosses throughout history. In addition, we'll provide 3 key reasons for each individual who makes the list. Before we begin, make sure to like, comment and subscribe to Movie Zone Hub for more content. Number 10. John Gotti. 1. Gotti worked his way up to lead the Gambino crime family after orchestrating a hit on the present boss of the time, Paul Castellano. He would then go on to be dubbed the Teflon Don and the mob's symbol of invincibility, because charges against him just wouldn't stick. 2. It is estimated that, while John Gotti acted as boss, the Gambino family made more than $500 million in revenue from illegal activities such as gambling, drug trafficking, extortion, and stock fraud. 3. Despite not keeping a low profile like most successful mafia bosses, Gotti brought the Godfather to life in the public eye and became a local hero. He was the stereotypical mobster who quickly grouped together a large following. Number 9. Vincent Gigante. 1. Despite failing to kill Frank Costello in a 1957 plot ordered by Vito Genovese, Gigante still managed to continue his criminal career and would eventually take over the family in the early 1980s. 2. In order to avoid being prosecuted, Gigante faked mental problems for decades to protect him while on trial, often wandering the streets in a bathrobe, to which the media dubbed him the Oddfather. 3. A shrewd mob leader, Gigante would demand that when a mobster referred to him that they would point to their chin so not as to be recorded on wiretaps. Chin derived from his mother's use of the Italian pronunciation of his given name, Vincenzo. Number 8. Albert Anastasia. 1. One of the most feared mobsters of all time, who helped run the mob's enforcement arm, Murder Inc., with Lepka Buchalter. Due to his violent temper and work as a hitman, he was quickly given the intimidating nickname the Lord High Executioner. 2. After the disappearance of his boss, Vincent Mangano, Anastasia would go on to lead what would later become known as the Gambino crime family. 3. Anastasia's brutal murder made headlines, and is still remembered as one of the mob's most gruesome killings. Number 7. Vito Genovese. 1. Vito rose to power during Prohibition as one of the mob's best enforcers and would later become leader of his own family, the Genovese crime family. 2. His commanding presence and intimidation would see Genovese take control of the New York area for a period of time in 1957 after he worked with Carlo Gambino to get rid of Lucky Luciano's allies. 3. In 1937, after being deported to Italy, he became a friend of Benito Mussolini, financing several fascist operations while engaged in narcotics smuggling to the United States. Number 6. Al Capone. 1. In 1920, during the height of Prohibition, Capone's multi-million-dollar Chicago operation in bootlegging, prostitution, and gambling dominated the organized crime scene. 2. Newspapers of the time estimated Capone's operations generated $100 million in revenue annually. 3. The Street Valentine's Day Massacre of 1929 was a plot by Jack McGurn and Al Capone to take out 7 North Side gang mobsters. Although Capone was staying at his Miami home at the time, the public and the media immediately blamed him for the massacre. He was dubbed Public Enemy Number 1. Number 5. Tony Accardo. 1. Accardo controlled one family that spanned across the whole of Chicago, where New York was split into 5 families. 2. From 1906 until his death in 1992, he only spent 1 night in jail in a criminal career that spanned 8 incredible decades. 3. Accardo came to infamy as a hitman for Al Capone and allegedly participated in the Valentine's Day Massacre, the Frankie Yale hit, and the killing of 2 outfit traders at a dinner table in which he received the name Joe Batters from Al Capone due to his skill with a baseball bat. 4. Meyer Lansky. 1. Despite being of a Jewish background in an era where Italian Americans ran the mob, his admirable knowledge of business and finances made him a key figure in helping to strengthen the mob. 2. Between 1932 and 1934, Lansky joined Luciano and Johnny Torrio, among others, in forming the National Crime Syndicate and became one of its major overseers and bankers, often laundering funds through foreign accounts. 3. By 1970, it is said that the total holdings for Meyer were estimated to be at $300 million. Number 3. Frank Costello. 1. He started off life as a down-and-out kid who rose to lead what is today known as the Genovese crime family. 2. Frank had many connections in the political arena which helped his influence in the underworld. By the 1940s, he had virtually taken control of New York politics through his connections in the Democratic Party at Tammany Hall. 3. Despite nearly being killed in a 1957 power move attempt by Vito Genovese, Frank always preferred to swap the gun for a handshake in many of his business dealings. Number 2. Carlo Gambino. 1. Carlo earned the family over $500 million a year, gave the nod for many contracted hits, ran the family with an iron fist for over 20 years. 2. In 50 years of crime, he served only 22 months in prison, 1937 to 38. 3. He was low profile, but a ruthless mob boss who came up through the ranks from the early inception of the commission. During his reign, he never had an attempt made on his life. And now our grand prize winner, and the title of the most dangerous mobster around the world. Number 1. Lucky Luciano. Top 3 reasons. 1. He restructured the mafia after planning the assassinations of Sal Maranzano and Joe Masuria, bosses of the Mustache P era of the mafia. Lucky implemented fundamental changes to how the mob was run, creating a business approach to organized crime and putting an end to bloodshed which drew the attention of law officials. 2. He set up the Commission to act as governing body for organized crime on a nationwide scale which took the mob to a new level. He also split New York into 5 families. 3. Lucky also offered to help in the war effort during World War II by using his criminal connections in Italy to advance the Allies' cause. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to Movie Zone Hub to support the channel, and don't forget to drop a like and comment below.